What up, yo? It's Musicians Force Podcast. I'm Mikey, that's Brandon. Hugh's behind the camera, and we're half of Harlem Hayfield. And make sure you like and subscribe and comment a question that we'll answer on a future episode. Thanks.
I'd love to get to the point where we have a phone number where people can call and leave us a voicemail.
Call 1-900-HAYFIELD.
It'd be awesome to have a
Operators
landline.
are standing by.
Actually, I know we have something. We actually have something to talk about today, but that I already have a project started for when we do the All You Need music video at the motel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the TV is gonna be on, and you won't see it for most of the music video, but the camera's gonna pass it. And so I'm going to have one of those late night ads.
Nice.
It's like, call your hot singles now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 1-888 Rust Belt.
Okay.
yeah.
On the TV in the
like
background.
it.
Just a little note. You'd have to be looking for it.
Yeah, just little Easter eggs here and there.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
it's going to be
I dig
1-888 Rust Belt.
Nice.
But doing like internet radio and
Well, go ahead and start it from, just in case the other stuff, jump right in.
To
what?
the radio thing that I was talking about?
Yeah, you would. It sounded like you were continuing the conversation instead of starting a
Well,
point.
check it out. So, like the internet radio stations, we just got a song submitted and they accepted it. And that one, I think, is in the Kansas City area. I don't really remember for sure. It might be in Nebraska. But anyway, I started thinking about those because, we were looking at radio stuff for when we go on the road. And Mikey got this thing.
like college
radio.
radios, non-commercial radio.
Exactly. Real
Easier-
non-commercial radio.
Yeah, easier to reach out to.
They will play your shit. And so they took ours, just basically all you had to do was send it in.
That's pretty sweet.
And
They have to like it.
those little radio stations are fucking everywhere. And so if you send your music to them and they'll play it, if there's 30 or 50 people that give a shit about that one radio station and then 3 people that give a shit about it like your song, they might come like your page or whatever. Well, there's 1,000 of those all over the world,
Yep.
So just submit. And we're going to see what that does to our numbers, I think. Like we did the Levitt Amp series for for playing live.
Yeah.
And just submitted to every single one of them in the country.
Well, and it's crazy how many people, like a defeatist attitude can do so much if you're just like, well, there's no chance of that. Like just asking, you don't realize how big that is to just have the gusto to say, you know what, I'm going to reach out and see what they have to say.
Also,
worst they can say is no.
Also, if you, on that level of when you're just reaching out, right?
Yeah.
On that level, we do have a leg up because when I sent that submission to that radio station, I was like, here's our song, whatever. It features Jocelyn Arndt from Jocelyn and Chris, and it features Danny Lewis from Government Mule.
Mm-hmm.
And so those names carry weight in certain markets for sure.
Yeah.
And,
Recognizable names. And we've been on the radio before, so we can say that.
I'm just saying that, like, anybody could submit, and if you have a good song and they like it, they might play it. But we do have some tools that maybe
some good features,
kind of push you over the top a little bit.
Yeah. Or even like it was KROS radio in Clinton, Iowa.
Yeah.
It was just like it was like the third time we were playing out there, and we
Come
were
up
like,
for an
"Hey,
interview."
we should see if we can get some radio play."
We should go back.
Can you play our song? They're like, you can come
Hell
in for an
yeah.
interview and play live on the air if you want. And we're like, okay, sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. We were just hoping for a plug.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, come and perform live." And we're like, "Hell yeah!"
We should do that again and just like come back and be like, hey guys, like keep that relationship alive.
Yeah.
Get another
The radio
golf
station
rag.
had golf towels.
I was gonna say I still got my golf towel for them.
I was like, damn, most people do stickers. You guys do whole ass golf
Called
towels.
it golf rag.
Golf rag. Spoken like a dock golfer.
Spoken like a true hard hat. Yeah.
You think about one of those internet radios, you're like, what do they got? 100 listeners, blah, blah, blah. And when you think about it like that, it doesn't sound like a big deal. But then you take into account, like you said, but there's thousands of those
All over the world.
online radio
Not
stations.
even just in America. They're
Yeah,
all
they're
over
all
the
over
world.
the world.
Anybody who wants to start an internet radio station basically can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also to think how happy I am if one person is like, I'm going to listen to your band. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
so even the possibility of 100 people hearing it and maybe liking it.
Just
I'll take it.
shotgun it out everywhere.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You can put it on. Check this out. So like, you can put your music on social media. You can put it on like the typical platforms like Spotify, Apple or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But internet radio is something that, first of all, the people who run it care about it. They give a shit.
Absolutely.
And secondly, their audience is going to be more personal to them. So like, if a guy has an internet radio station, his wife listens to it, his kids listen to it, their friends might listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a group of people who this person knows and cares about who care about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or else they wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like the amphitheater series that you were talking about. The people who go there because they trust the curator. They trust the person who's bringing in shows.
Yep.
And they're like, these guys, they usually bring in a band that is worth going to see. And it's the same thing. If somebody has a curated playlist on their radio station.
Spotify, nobody gives a shit about, like I'm saying, like
algorithms.
Yeah.
That's all algorithm
It's all
shit.
background noise.
I'm talking about like real
Active
human
listeners.
being fucking brains and like psychology and like that type of shit. And like that's where I think we're gonna find. Well, honestly, that's where we are finding. If you figure we're playing in Alaska,
more attention
because the woman who runs that series in Alaska listened to our music and liked it.
Our music.
Yeah, she liked it, and so she booked us out there. It's the same with the internet radio stuff. Like
It is.
people, it's a community.
Yep.
So I think we
and
hit them all.
those internet radio stations, they run their playlists like the radio disc jockeys of old when they were putting cassettes in and 8 tracks and
That one that we just got accepted to, they even say that. They're like, we're old school radio on the internet.
Yeah.
They run it that type of format. So.
Which is dope
badass.
because you're like you said, you have someone curating.
Yeah.
What they like,
the people who listen to that trust, like, oh yeah, this station actually listens for new music and puts good stuff out that I'm going to listen to.
It's so sad now. Like what between us, we all understand what goes into music. So, but like anytime I try to suggest somebody a song, it feels like it falls on deaf ears.
It does, because it's everywhere.
It is. It's you can't even really get music recommendations from your friends anymore because nobody pays attention. It's just background noise.
Yeah, unless you're talking to another like fan of music,
Audiophile.
Yeah. That's weird because I have a couple friends on Facebook that aren't in bands or anything that we still bounce songs and stuff off of each other because we both know we listen to the music.
I have a couple of people who we send music back and forth to each other. These are people who are true music lovers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's few and far between, which is weird and sad.
It's like John Cusack in
High Fidelity.
High Fidelity. Like those are my people.
Yeah.
Like,
well, fuck. Right when we got down here, and I was like, you know what popped into my head? Frida Payne, Band of Gold, out of nowhere. And I was like, I just love that.
I hadn't thought about that song forever.
No shit. Yeah. Most people don't even remember that song.
I got to look up when that song
I never
came
even
out.
heard
I want to
of
say
that.
65.
I guess I did hear of it.
You heard like the chorus.
Once I heard the
probably
chorus.
heard it on like a TV show or something. I think it was 70s.
1970.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. But what an awesome song.
It is. Dude, I love so much of that throwback shit.
I mean, it was a while back where and we talked about this a little bit on the live stream about like where do you find new music? It used to be Pandora.
Yeah.
Like I would put that on.
Pandora was great. I found Patrick Sweeney on Pandora listening to Black Keys Radio.
Really?
And Patrick Sweeney ended up coming and playing at the Civic Center, not even in the Civic Center, on a Park District stage during like one of their outdoor festival things.
That's cool.
But I was like, I sat and talked to Patrick for a minute. I was like, dude, man, them shoes, that first song I heard on Pandora Radio, Black Keys, he was like, no shit, man, that's awesome. Yeah, he's from Ohio. He's a good dude.
But I remember it was probably a few years ago, Mikey, when I was just like, hey, I want to listen to some music. And, like on a couple of road trips, like you were the one who introduced me to like Black Pumas and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? what are you listening to right now? Because I don't have the patience. Like you were talking about in a live stream, like you will put on an entire album, like when you're in the shower or something. And I don't have the patience for that. I wish I did, but I'll put on a song, and if it doesn't grab me in like the first 10 seconds, sometimes I'm like, skip. And I'll even like, as a musician now, I'll be like, I know people are doing that to my music. I know 1,000% someone's hearing, the first Better Off's a badass song. If they're not feeling that little dumpy intro, skip.
They're next. Yeah, they're gone.
And so I understand that, but I still can't stop myself from doing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That's totally.
This week I've taken in the new Isaiah Rashad is fantastic. I hadn't heard Hall & Oates in a while, so I just picked one of Hall & Oates albums and put it on in the morning. I can't remember what. There was another one that was like a newer singer-songwriter. His album just came out. I didn't really dig it. I don't remember his name, so I don't have to blaspheme him online. But yeah, if they don't hit, I'm okay with that.
Sure.
I still listen to what they had in mind. And even in some songs that aren't that great, I'll still hear a lyric. I'm like, that's a damn good line.
So
I'll take something from it.
Let's just say the singer-songwriter that you said you weren't too into. Did you go ahead and listen to the whole thing?
I listened. Yeah, I did. I think except for maybe the last song.
So you listened to this whole album?
It was okay. It wasn't like bad.
No. But I mean, you did listen to the whole album.
Absolutely.
Even though you weren't really into it that much. Okay.
That's commitment.
But
in my eyes, that's commitment.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I split it up because I'll still save individual songs from people.
Well, I mean, that's what I do.
Bad album.
Yeah. Oh,
but
really?
if it's a good album, I'll save the whole fucking album. I don't care. Whatever. It's not taking up any space on my phone. It's on my little cloud or whatever the hell with Apple.
Right.
So, but I'll listen to most of it when I'm getting ready in the morning, and then I'll usually have 2 or 3 songs left that it carries right over to my car, and I'll listen to them on the way to work, and the album's done. So it's not like I don't see it as a tedious task because it's just.
But you're an album guy.
Yeah.
You look for new albums.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have vinyl. I don't have any of that stuff, but I appreciate a series of songs that you felt the need to put them in that order.
Body of work. You care about the body of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard, I don't know, I can't count how many times I've heard you say, ooh, the new so-and-so's out.
Yeah. Mikey keeps up on that shit. Yeah. And like, I, it's not even like I'm, like I respect it.
You're just built different.
And I'm a little jealous, but also I know it has something to do with like anxiety, ADHD, kind of, whatever ailment I've got, where if somebody says like, you got to see this, you got to hear this. I really have to be in the right, like my brother will send me stuff and he's like, hey, did you check that out? And I'm like, I'm not in the right headspace right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laura does that
I have to be
constantly.
I have to be in the right mood to take in something new that I don't know.
Yeah.
I've always been I listen to even podcasts. I listen to episodes of podcasts that I know it's like familiar, and I
don't rewatch any episodes of podcasts.
I like the familiarity and I know I like it and it's comforting.
Do you rewatch movies?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you rewatch movies?
I don't really even watch movies anymore.
Okay.
Honestly.
But I mean,
unless I watch 3 or 4 movies a year.
Wow. I watch a fucking ton of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like I have to be, because there's some weird part of me and it was with movies, especially when I was like, an aspiring filmmaker or doing short films or whatever, where there's this fine line between something being an inspiration or, at least like something that motivates you. Like, this is good art. I can appreciate that. And that motivates me to be a good artist.
Yeah.
And there's a very thin line between that and, well, that's awesome. And I'll never be that good. So why even fucking bother? And that's a weird mental block, but I know I'm not the only one who has it.
Yeah.
And I can recognize that's a silly thought, but I still have to put myself in the right space to watch it.
It's good that you know that about yourself.
Yeah,
though,
it's weird though.
It's that self-awareness, like that's good that you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't like. You said you watch maybe a few movies a year.
Yeah.
And those would probably be like brand new movies. You're not rewatching.
Yeah,
stuff.
like me and my dad have a tradition of going to all the comic book movies.
Sure, yeah, I know you guys
at
go
the
see the
theater,
Marvel stuff.
But then like He-Man, Master of the Universe comes out in like a month or two. I grew up on, dude, I bribed my parents when I was a wee little shit. I wouldn't potty train until they got me a Beastman figure. And then they got me the Beastman, and I went like I knew what I was doing the whole time.
That's weird.
Yeah. Shyster from the get-go.
You were self-aware enough to negotiate.
That's what my parents told me.
Okay, so you were told this.
I was told this.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask one of them. I mean, I don't remember shit from when I was 2 or 3 or whatever.
I'm going back on the movies. Can you ask? Could you tell me like what? Give me a movie or 2 or 3 that you've seen multiple times.
Big Lebowski.
Like
how many times?
Rough number.
How many times?
Yeah.
70?
So you've
probably
you do rewatch shit then.
That was like my entire college. We got drunk and watched that movie and shit. You know, that's High Fidelity. I've probably seen 30 times.
What if it came on tomorrow morning or Sunday morning when you're just chilling? You just had breakfast. You're on the couch. You're just chilling out. High Fidelity comes on. You think are you watching it?
I would probably leave it. There are some that I will leave on just to have.
Okay.
I'll still probably play it on my phone or something, but that movie's staying on.
Sure.
Ghostbusters is staying on.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sure.
That's a little, that's more clarity for me there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as far as like actively looking through the TV to find a movie to put on, I don't remember the last time.
What if you're searching for a movie and you see one like Ghostbusters or High Fidelity? Nothing else is really catching you. Would you put it on?
No, not usually.
See, I would.
See, I don't really watch TV shows anymore either.
He watches YouTube all the time.
I do, and it's either
I can appreciate
it's either documentaries or some kind of podcast and what I've thought about. Okay, this is a scenic route to what I'm trying to get at. All right, I got that new game, that Crimson Desert. Right, it's very, very detail oriented. You can do literally anything in this game, and I have noticed that my attention span has been TikTok to a certain degree. So when I'm trying to focus on this game, I'll get in good for a while and then I'll start having trouble where I'm losing my focus of it and shit because my brain has been trained for years to swipe and scroll
But also, these games make you farm turnips to go, bribe a peasant to fucking do you a favor.
You don't have a to-do list. You don't have a to-do list on this game.
Okay.
I mean, you do, but it's not mandatory. I can walk from one end of the continent to the other right now.
Also, to be fair, it's not just TikTok. You do have ADHD.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I never used to.
Okay.
I never had it as a kid. Good grades, all that shit. I could focus just fine. The internet. Even the scrolling before TikTok, we were still scrolling MySpace and Facebook and everything. This shit's been going on for 30 years,
Yeah, it's been around.
So even back to AOL chat rooms. So I'm noticing that my attention span is kind of gone, but also I've kind of whittled this down to the reason why I like YouTube so much is because there's so much less like production and I feel like it's
like an amateur porno. It's like you feel like you're there.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's the witnessing people between their moments.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're trying to do right here. Give you a little bit of a
yeah. It's like it's not this big movie they put in this or this album they're working on. It's what their day-to-day life is like. It's like a real peek at their humanity. Sometimes.
I get that, dude. I spend a lot of time on YouTube as well.
Interesting case study, just watching people, like even if it's like homesteading or shit like that. You're still getting a peek at these people's pretty much regular lives.
Yeah, especially the ones that are like showing you all the behind the scenes stuff.
And I've gotten to the point where that's much more interesting to me than
I agree.
The terrorists took over this building and we got to blow them up and I just.
Well, and the thing that gets me,
let me guess, you win, go America.
I was just thinking about this the other day, like how, sometimes you feel bad just being like, man, that thing's a piece of shit. And then like I was thinking, there's a difference between looking at someone's art that they poured their heart and soul in and going, fuck that sucks. Like that's kind of mean, maybe it's just not for me, but realizing how much of art, films, music, anything, like, it's like just written on the board. Like this was a business decision. The studio came in and said, this will make the most money.
Yep.
We get this actor. We get this storyline. We have this writer do this and just shit this out.
It's so
And so-
formulaic.
yeah. And so like I had this like epiphany the other day where I was like, wait, no, I don't have to feel bad for saying this is a piece of shit because it's not an actual human being that's trying to make art. I'm saying, no, this business decision was a piece of shit and you're dumb for making it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not, I'd feel bad if someone came and told me that War of the Worlds movie that we, you know, that I showed clips
Ice
of.
Cube just sitting in an
like
office.
if you told me like, no. The companies
you there yet?
The companies had nothing to do with it. There was actually a guy in his basement that his dream was to write a movie where Amazon Air delivered a thumb drive to some guy.
Yeah.
I'd feel bad then.
Yeah.
But knowing
I'd
that
feel
it
bad
was,
for him for having that dream.
Just like realizing that there's such a huge gap between
It's
art
such
and what we're being
garbage.
fed on all these platforms.
Oh God, dude!
That is either a company paying someone a bunch of money to shit out the fucking lowest common denominator, like this is what the average person is just going to look up from their phone for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And someone trying
Make sure
to make
you
art.
tell them the plot every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would rather watch the YouTube video
Real
from
stuff.
2 episodes ago with that polka dot band.
Yeah.
You know?
I would rather watch a guy teach me how to start seedlings
Exactly.
in a climate that I don't even live in. He's down in like Texas.
Right.
being force fed capitalism is so fucking disgusting to me anymore.
Yes.
like
Empty calories.
Especially in art.
and it's everywhere. And I know I've said this probably on here before, but like, you know, you can't even fucking pump $5 a gallon gas.
Oh, you got the pump screaming at you.
without a fucking commercial.
No mute button.
Loud.
Dude, I have construction shit in my truck, so I take tape.
Hell
I got
yeah.
like usually blue painter's tape, and I put it over the speaker 2 different ways.
Good.
And dude, it goes to 0. You can't hear it.
I'm gonna
And-
start carrying tape because that's a public service.
I do it all the time. I do it all the
Good.
fucking time. I cannot stand it. Do not fucking sell me shit. I'm just here to empty my bank account to get gas in this fucking truck that I can't afford.
That's like I sent you guys that picture the other day. It was like buy 2 packs of Marlboros and save 50 cents a gallon. I'm like, oh, I wish I was still a smoker. I could afford gas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has been another episode of Musicians Forced Podcast. I'm Mikey. That's Brandon. Hugh behind the camera. On behalf of Harlem Hayfield, we hope you like, comment, subscribe, and
Smash.
we'll see you next week. Later.